Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Coffee, part of the Provoking Safety channel, the channel where we think, talk, and do safety with the intention of provoking safety at home and in the workplace. Hey, Monday morning. Happy Monday, start of a new week. It's August 31st, the end of the month. Yeah, only 3 weeks of summer left. Not much. It seems to have gone woof by us, and yeah.
Do I detect a note of melancholy?
Yeah, kind of melancholy. But hey, let's make the most of it over the next 3 weeks. For those of you that are joining for the first time, this is the Morning Coffee, the opportunity that I have to maybe prompt you to think about safety throughout the day as part of your morning routine. Please don't be watching the movie or the video on the way to work if you're driving. If you're on the bus or train or whatever, or somebody else is driving, by all means, go right ahead. But not if you're driving, okay? That's the safety tip of the day.
That's good advice for us all.
Yeah, I digress.
Can we focus, please?
Let's dive right into it first thing. And I know you're going to be grabbed by the headline, Vancouver is awesome. And it is. It's a great place. It's awesome. Scenery, the lifestyle, and the nightlife and everything. It's great. However, the intention of talking about this article is a couple fold today. Number one, an artist says a man harassed her twice. In fact, he swore at her and called her derogatory names, as you see right here. Not cool. She actually has a video of him doing this, which is not cool at all.
Frankly, he's a real jerk.
The artist, I'll scroll down through the video just to give you a bit of a background. She's a contracted artist by the Vancouver Mural Festival. And they feature artists to paint murals in the downtown area. And she was painting a mural, and you see it right here in the video. And, kudos, she's got scaffolding set up. She was using a lift. She's got her work area barricaded from the public with stanchions and tape. So the idea is she should have a bit of a barrier between her and the public. Couple of things to note here. She was working alone. So talking about people working alone and the fact that she was being harassed. Now, she was just a contractor, but regardless, employers that are hiring contractors, you still have some responsibility. Now, typically, as the article states, she was usually accompanied by someone from VMF, the Vancouver Music Festival staff, or by friends. So she's not working alone. And she's at the behind the junction on Davie Street. So kind of a place where there's a possibility of, unsavory interaction. She had her headphones on, likely not the best thing to do, and when she turned away from painting, she saw a person, so her back was to the public with headphones on. Likely not the best notion because you're kind of not aware of your surroundings. So a couple of things to learn from all of this. Number one, and I'll include the article below. Sorry, I digress again.
But I digress.
But I'll include the article below. But a few things that you might want to think about. Number one, if you're hiring personnel that are going to be working alone, make sure that you have some sort of a process in place for checking on them, or they can check in when they begin their work and they're done based on the hazard assessment. Number two, as workers that are going to be working alone, even if you're just going to contract for somebody, not that contracting is any less important, but ask to see the working alone policy or discuss with your potential employer or the person you're going to be working for what their notion of working alone is and what you should be considering. The other thing is, when you're going to be working and you want to listen to music, either have it playing separately on another music player, or whatever the case may be, whether it be an MP3 player with an external speaker or something, or just use one earbud so that you do have, when your back is to any of the possible hazards, you do have the ability to hear something or hear a bystander talking to you, or in some cases, as unsavory as this sounds, somebody sneaking up on you. Number 4, don't be afraid to ask people if you know you're going to be working alone. Ask somebody to check on you or have some sort of a check-in process with your employer, etc. There should be something set up so that when you start work, you can say, hey, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be working for 2 hours. I'll check in on you when I'm done. I mean, if it's a high traffic area, chances are you're going to be safe. But if it's a seldom trafficked area, it's not going to be safe. I'm going to be doing a video series on working alone. Eventually, I'll be able to add a card and link to this video, so you'll see it up here. But until then, just keep in mind a few important things. Number 1, consider working alone processes. Number 2 is be aware of your surroundings and make sure that if you're not going to be facing the hazards, that there's some way of being able to audibly hear them. Finally, number 3, employers and employees or contractors and those working with contracts or contractors, make sure that you have some sort of a process in place for reporting what is considered violent or threatening behavior. This person, although he didn't necessarily threaten violence, certainly his demeanor and body language and the interaction was not favorable at all. And this should be reported to the employer or the person looking after the contract. And there should be some sort of a process in place for investigating. That's all for now. I didn't want to go into all of the ifs, ands, or buts. That's something for a training video for after. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, hit the subscribe button below and click on the notification bell and click all. That way you'll get notified when new content goes up. If you liked what I just finished talking about or any of the videos on the channel, go ahead, click the like button. If you didn't like them or disagree with whatever I've said, by all means, you just clobber the unlike button, but let me know why. I appreciate everybody's comments regardless. I look forward to the next video I can bring you. Until that time, do me a favor, think safety, talk safety, do safety with the intention of provoking it at home and in the workplace. And that's all. Talk to you later. Bye now.